So at the beginning of this month, Microsoft introducing and launched the new Surface laptop, and it's really cool. It's really beautiful devices, and it's pretty amazing. And it's focusing on the education market. It's designed for students specifically. And next week they're gonna have a new event in Shanghai, which they're gonna announce the new Surface Pro. And you see the leak image online today. You probably see this, but here is it. This is going to be the new Surface Pro. So let me explain the new Surface Pro a little bit. It's not going to be called the Surface Pro 5. They're going to drop the number and just call it the Surface Pro, just like what the MacBook Pro is doing. They drop the number too. So what is the Surface Pro going to be? Well, it's not going to be any revolutionary devices. There's not going to be a major design changes. It will be still like looks almost exactly identical or the same as the Surface Pro 4. And it's probably going to be a little bit thinner, but otherwise, I don't think there was nothing you can find that is different than the Surface Pro 4 from the outside. And they're definitely gonna focusing on the performance a little bit. They're gonna upgrade it to the 7th generation Kaby Lake processors. They're gonna upgrade probably the RAM or improving the RAM speed, probably improving the flash storage or the solid state drive on the device, make it faster, and pretty much that's it. And probably gonna announce some new type cover colors, probably gonna announce some new Surface Pen colors, and pretty much that's it. And let's take a look at here. This is actually what I'm really excited devices I've been used before, and this is the Surface Pro 4 right here. This is the Surface Pro 4, and it is amazing devices. I'm not using this device anymore right now, but I still keep it because it's a really good device. It's got a really great solid type cover. It's got a really beautiful design, and it's very thin, and you can do a lot of things with it. You can use it as a tablet writing notes with the Surface Pen, but you can also use it as a full PC. So that's the magical power actually of the Surface Pro. You can use it as a tablet, but you can also use it as a full PC. So now I have a major question is, what do I choose? And especially this question is for many students. They're gonna go into university very soon, just like me, in September. And how to choose between a Surface laptop and a Surface Pro? It's gonna be a pretty hard decision. So let me explain. So it really depends on what you're gonna do in the university. For example, if your like major, it's gonna be focusing more on like diagram, drawing, and those kind of things. For example, maybe for an art student, well, I guess the Surface Pro will be better for you because you really get the option to drawing on the screen, drawing on the display, and also if you're really enjoying taking down notes, well, you can really do it very well on the Surface Pro device when not on a Surface laptop, because Surface laptop, although you get a touch display, but I don't think it's a great device for you to taking notes or writing down notes. I mean, writing down notes is not a great device for you to writing down notes. Well, the Surface Pro 4, it's very simple. You just take out a keyboard and you just use it as a tablet and write it on it. Very simple. And if you want to use it back as a laptop, well, put the keyboard back, attach the keyboard back. It still works as a laptop. So you really get two different options with one devices. And consider, I guess, the new Surface Pro, the price range will be pretty close to the Surface laptop. Pretty close. They will be almost identical. Well, I guess the Surface Pro is going to be a little bit more expensive because you maybe have to spend like $100 to $200 on this type covers. But I would say the price range is going to be very similar. So you have to consider, are you going to taking down notes very often in the university? Are you going to writing down notes very often? So if you want to get a device that you can write on it, well, get a Surface Pro for sure. If it doesn't matter that and you want to get a full laptop experience, well, get a Surface laptop. My recommendation is that get a Surface Pro because you just pay the same money, but you get two options. You have the freedom to choose which form of computer or laptop you want. You can choose it as a tablet, you can choose it as a full PC. And the performance is going to be pretty identical, I guess. They're both going to jump to the Kaby Lake processor, i5 and i7. They're both going to have maximum 16 gigs of RAM. They're going to have like 512 gigabyte storage, so there's no pretty much big difference on the performance part. And the display size is pretty much the similar, and the weight is pretty much similar. The Surface Pro is going to be definitely a little bit lighter than the Surface laptop. So yeah, so if you consider getting a Surface laptop, stop at this moment, wait for at least a week, see what Microsoft is doing next week, see what's Microsoft gonna do in the next week, which great product they're gonna launch next week before you actually pre-ordered. Because even you just pre-order, it's gonna ship in June the 15th, which is still like 1 month away. So wait before you pre-order the Surface laptop, see what the new Surface Pro is gonna look like. Try it at a Microsoft store to see how it looks, how it feels. I guess after that you can make your own decision based on what you actually need. But I definitely recommend getting the new Surface Pro. And if you really don't have that much money on getting the new Surface Pro, get a Surface Pro 4. The Microsoft is doing discounts, doing sales on the Surface Pro 4. You can get it like usually $200 to $300, even $400 cheaper than the original price. So I guess that would be a really great option for many students who don't have enough money on getting the new Surface Pro or Surface laptop. So you can still get the Surface Pro 4. It's definitely an amazing device, and you can still use it last for your next 4 years in university. So that's just my ideas and recommendations when you're choosing up great Microsoft devices. So if you have enough money or you have enough financial support from your parents, then get a new Surface Pro. If you don't have that much money, well, get the Surface Pro 4. And for the Surface laptop, I really don't think anyway, I'm not getting the Surface laptop. I'm probably not getting the Surface laptop because I just believe that Surface Pro, you get more possibilities, more choice, and more freedom. So that's just kind of my idea. So I can't wait to see what Microsoft's going to do next week. Probably something surprise, I don't know, but I don't think that will be the case. It'll still be the major design as the Surface Pro 4, just some performance upgrade, and it's pretty much like an ASC upgrade of iPhone. You get iPhone 6, which is a similar design after iPhone 6, just some performance jump. So that's it. What my advice when you're choosing a Surface device is for your university, for your education. So that's it. Have a great weekend, everyone. And see you guys probably tomorrow. Bye.